Hello and welcome to Walk the Talk. I'm Shekhar Gupta, standing in front of Parliament House where no business got done. So why not start a conversation outside Parliament House, Arun? And you and I have the privilege of not being in Parliament.
Yes, indeed.
You might get there again. Me unlikely, but
Yes.
But what does it feel like not to have a whole Parliament session for the second time now?
Well, Shekhar, I feel that people are not realizing that a country like India cannot be run without institutions. And this is the biggest institution under our constitutional system. And when you paralyze it, whatever the issue, you are inflicting great harm on the country because the institution is getting reduced to what state assemblies are. Do you know, in state assemblies now the sessions are only 4 or 5 days each. So if you see the effective days in Parliament, the Parliament has already been reduced to the level of a state assembly. Can a country like India be run like that? So I feel that whatever the issue, the primary interest must be that the institution, you must adopt such methods which will strengthen the institution.
So could this have been done? The explanation is that coal scandal was so big that to bring it to sort of set it in public memory so deep that it never goes away, public consciousness memory is in the past, you had to block this session of Parliament.
No, but that is...
And what is one session of Parliament to sacrifice?
By because one session actually casts a shadow over the institution of Parliament forever. And this is not just one session. If you see the last 20 years, how these things have become more and more frequent.
One more winter session was written off on 2G scam.
Also, because each time you do this, it facilitates your doing it the next time. The second point is, just consider it from the point of view of the opposition. आप कहते हो that yes, they have brought coal into the focus, but actually I feel today there is no parliament, okay? No session of parliament. What is the result? When a new fact is published by the Indian Express or Times of India about some aspect of the coal scandal, such and such minister's brother got it or whatever, then the focus is on that fact.
Right.
But when the parliament was in session and it was not allowed to work on the pretext of the coal scam, then what was the result? The issue, you helped the government divert the issue from coal to why is the parliament not being allowed to function. So even from a very narrow point of view, that was counterproductive in my view. That is not the point of view we should consider. But even from that point of view.
No, why should we not consider that point of view?
Because the institution is much more important.
And you were part of the BJP and part of the government for 6 years and a member of Parliament.
And I can assure you that for those 12 years and even before that, as I've written for 15, 20 years now, we are going through, we are attending the sort of elongated funeral rites of the parliamentary system. And we must...
elongated funeral rites. That's
what's happening. And everybody is finding a rationalization.
That's a very strong expression.
Yes. And the best, each person's rationalization is, no, you also did it. So if you say to the BJP today, they'll say, no, but the Congress did it, which is true. If you tell the Congress fellows they did it in the Bofors time, they will say, no, but you did it. You did it in the Tulmohan Ram time, as Indra Malhotra just pointed out in the Express. So
going right back to early 70s. But you know, what used to be a 2-day disruption then became a 5-day disruption. But I think...
Actually, there's an even worse progression in Parliament and outside. That is, not just Parliament, but with this notion of adversarial politics. Whatever you do, I will shout against it. Then when I do the same thing, you will shout against it. Then it became, whatever you do, I will block it. And when I do the same thing, you will block it. But now it has become, whatever you do, I will block it. You look at the bills on the education sector, because I don't, have great sympathy for Kapil Sibal, but irrespective of him, there are bills. Right. Not one is allowed to be discussed or passed.
And those bills affect the future of millions of young Indians.
Actually, we are spending $4.5 billion abroad every year for Indian students to study abroad.
In fact, that's actually our import of higher education.
Right. And if you did not do that, then with those crore, I have calculated that you can set up 80 IITs and IIMs every single year.
In India.
In India. And be the great hub for education all over the world.
India's #1 news app just got even better. Download NDTV's new app. fully optimized for retina display, full screen view, faster response time, and Sudoku. NDTV's new iPad app. Download now.